Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English trainer for this hour. The topic we are going to do this time is helping people. And so helping people, this is basically, we will work on phrases dealing with working with people and helping people. And hello, how are you today? Salvatore, you changed your picture again.
Hi, Holly.
How are you?
Yes, I change picture, Holly.
Yeah,
Thank you. How about you?
and very good. I should know this, but I don't know this. Bramante a Milano,
Bramante.
Arti
Because
in
yesterday,
Lombardia.
Lombardia is a region in North Italy,
Uh-huh.
where Milan is the capital of the region Lombardia.
Uh-huh.
And yesterday I went to Milan in Pinacoteca of Brera, uh, where there is exhibition of Donato Bramante, because Pinacoteca celebrated the death of Bramante after 500 years.
Uh-huh.
Bramante
Okay.
was an important artist in the Renaissance time.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. No, I have not heard of this artist. I don't know. I need to spend more time in Europe and see more arts. So
Uh,
anyway.
I can say that
Anyway.
Donato Bramante worked also near Leonardo da Vinci in Milan.
Okay. I was like, I heard Laguna Beach, and I thought California. So yeah. Okay. All right. And welcome, Julio. Can you speak? Hello, Julio. Are you
Hi,
working?
hi.
Hi. Are you
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
good? Are you working right now?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. But there's no music. The guys aren't playing any music right now.
In this moment, they are preparing the next song.
Oh, okay. Okay. Khalad, welcome again. Welcome. So
Yeah, welcome, Holly. Welcome.
yeah. All right. I think I like his avatar better than mine. Hi, Abimelech. Welcome. But of course, this picture is so beautiful. I like this picture. And Khaled, your picture is not here. Usually, there's a picture of you on a computer. Are you using a different computer than you usually do, Khaled?
Hello. Yes. Today, I don't know what's happened in my account, but I will check the profile because the same computer. But today, the computer asked me for join the work Fairlink site.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I don't know. I also use the same browser, but I will check later.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your
Yes.
picture's
Yes.
gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
my picture gone, right. Thank you. You
Yeah.
reminding me.
Yeah. Julio, um, is this in Colombia, or where is this picture taken?
Yes, yes, it is. It is San Gil, department, Santander, Colombia.
Okay, awesome. All right. All right. Well, today's topic, we are going to work on helping people. So this is a vocabulary lesson, and we're going to just go through different ways of helping people. So it should be actually a fun lesson, really, in a lot of ways. That we will get to just talk about different ways of helping people. And during this time of year, at the end of the year, it's pretty common, at least in my country, for people to help other people even more so than they do normally. So, um, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. And bear with me a moment. Okay, so let's match the following phrases with their correct meaning and complete the sentences below, changing the form of the verbs if necessary. So we have give somebody advice, lend somebody cash, put somebody up, give somebody a lift, give somebody a hand, and save somebody's life. So those are the 6 ways we will be talking about helping others. Abimelech, will you read letter A and match that to the correct help?
Okay. Give somebody money and expect the person to pay you back later. I think lend somebody cash.
Yes, lend somebody cash. That is correct. All right, and what is a synonym for lend? Does anybody know? Another word for lend.
Borrow.
No, borrow is opposite.
Opposite, okay.
It starts with an L as well.
Give?
Loan.
Okay.
Loan somebody cash. Now, the difference between borrow and loan, borrow basically means to take, okay? And lend or loan means to give. So that is really the difference. But it is commonly confused by a lot of people. So we can look at that a little bit more. But I do want to welcome Antonio. Welcome, Antonio. Where are you from, Antonio?
Hello, I'm from Spain.
From Spain.
Yes.
Welcome. All right. And are these your daughters?
Sorry?
Are these your daughters?
Daughters?
The pictures?
Yes, my 2 daughters. Yes.
Awesome. And is that in Spain, or where are you traveling?
No, it's in Spain. It's in the coast where I live, in the southeast, in the southeast of Spain.
Wow, cool, awesome. All right.
In summertime.
Okay, excellent. All right. So, Salvatore, could you read letter B and match to the help?
Help somebody to do something that requires some effort, e.g., carrying bags, doing homework, etc. One moment, please. Give somebody a hand.
Yes, give somebody a hand, and that's basically helping somebody in general. Very good. Okay, and then Antonio, could you read letter C?
Yes. Let somebody stay at your place temporarily.
Okay.
Match.
Yeah. Match with this side.
Put somebody up.
Yes, and this one I would say of the list is probably the most difficult one. I'm sure. Is this new for many of you to put somebody up?
Yeah, it's new.
Yeah. So this one is I would say the least it's used a lot, but it's the least known by non-native speakers. Okay, and then we have Julio. Can you read letter D?
Offer somebody your opinion about what to do or how to act in a particular situation.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it could be give somebody a lift.
No, give somebody a lift. You're giving them a ride.
Okay. What is the correct matching?
Okay, so for this one, if you offer somebody your opinion, that means you are giving them advice.
Yeah.
So you're giving them advice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you didn't see that. Maybe you didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Khalid, could you read letter E? Welcome back. If you're able to speak. Okay.
Okay. I'm now
Good.
able to. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just joined. This system now is able me to speak. Okay.
Good.
Now read number E.
Letter E. Yep.
Letter E. Okay. Stop somebody from being killed. Okay. Save somebody's life.
Yeah. So if you stop somebody from being killed, you
Yeah.
have saved, of course, saved somebody's life. Okay. And then Abimelech, could you read the last one?
Okay. Take somebody somewhere in your car. Give somebody a lift.
Yes, give somebody a lift. Okay, so let's quickly practice some of these before we go to this. I want to ask you guys some questions, and so Salvatore, when was the last time that you put somebody up?
Let me think, teacher. One moment, please.
Okay.
Let me please. Ah, okay. Last time when I put somebody up, my nephew,
Nephew.
yes,
Yeah.
because he didn't want to stay in his home, and because he wanted to play a game again, and he didn't want to study his home school, and I put my nephew up in my house, and he stayed with me in my home.
How long did he stay there?
One day, teacher.
Okay, so not long
Yes.
at all. Okay, excellent. All right, and Abimelech, have you ever saved somebody's life, or do you know somebody who has saved somebody's life?
I don't think so because I haven't saved anybody's life, but someone has saved my life.
Okay, tell us.
When I was a kid, and I didn't know how to swim, that time I was drowning in the pool,
Oh, wow.
and
Uh-huh.
my friend saved my life.
And your friend saved your life?
Yes, because
Yeah.
we were together.
Uh-huh. Are you still friends with him?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right. And Antonio, how often do you give people advice? And do they listen to you?
Well, I always give advice to my children, to my daughters,
Uh-huh.
every day, but they don't.
They don't listen.
Yes, they don't listen to me.
Uh-huh. That, I think, is the problem with every parent. So,
Yes,
yeah. All right.
it's very difficult to be a father.
Yeah. So, Khalid, How often do you give people lifts?
Give people
Yeah, give
lift?
people lifts. Yeah.
You mean give people lifts, right? Which is number 4, right?
Yeah, number 4. Yeah. So that's.
Yeah, yeah. It's take some people. To be honest, it was for a long time
It's been
because
a long
yeah,
time.
I will explain why. Because it was often in maybe before 10 years or 15 years, but now it's difficult for me because the people changed. I mean, maybe you give somebody lift, but you after I don't know some mile you will be in the crime or something like this. The situation here is not safe.
Oh.
So yeah, it's very dangerous, especially I mean now in Libya. So there is a lot of crimes happen. It's they make some fake. They put some maybe weak people, and you try to help him and lift him in the car, and then you will discover that is a crime, criminal or something like this.
Yeah. So it's,
yeah.
yeah. So it's a fatal mistake, really, in your country to give people lifts. Do you give? Will you give a friend a lift though? A friend or a colleague? Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yes. Colleague, friends, business partner, something like this. It's of course usually.
Yeah, I think that what you've described is the same situation in the U.S. as well. We just right now it's really pretty much unsafe to stop and help somebody because it could be that they don't really need help.
Yes.
So you know, it's. I remember my mom's husband. I guess apparently my stepdad, but anyway, he apparently stopped to help a lady, and she was so scared that she only cracked her window just a few inches to talk to him, and she had a flat tire. So he went ahead and changed her flat tire, and left her in the car and took care of it. But she was just very, very scared, and that's basically how it is in the States as well. So, all right, Julio, do you lend people money very often?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Actually, the last week I lent my friend some money to pay the rent of the apartment.
Has he paid you back, or will he pay you back?
Of course, of course.
Okay. Okay. So to use the borrow and the lend as an example, basically Julio's friend borrowed money for rent. Or you could say the same thing. Julio lent his friend
some
money for rent.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can say the same thing, but the first one means that the person has taken money, and the second one means that Julio gave money. So, but you can't say, for example, a real common one that I hear a lot of people say is, "Will you borrow me some money?" And no, that's not correct. You would say, "Will you loan me money?" So, you would ask, "Will see, will you loan me whatever? You know, will you loan me a pen, or will you loan me a cigarette?"
You can use rent me, the same with loan, right?
Lend, yeah. Lend, yeah. Will you lend me as well? Will you lend? They are complete synonyms as far as that goes. Yeah.
But I can say I will borrow you money.
You would say can I borrow? Mm-hmm. So can I borrow a pen? Can I borrow a sheet of paper? Mm-hmm. Can I borrow money for rent? So forth. So that's really the difference between borrow and lend, or borrow and loan. So, all right, let's go ahead and see if we can use these a little bit more. We have number 1, Abimelech. Could you put these in the correct form?
Okay. Yesterday, James me some good on which laptop to buy. Yesterday, James gave me some good advice on which laptop to buy.
Okay, advice on which laptop to buy. Perfect. Okay, number 2, Antonio, could you do that one?
There were a lot of guests at the dinner party, so I decided to blank with the dishes at the end of the evening. I decided to just to give her a hand with the dishes at the end of the evening.
Perfect. A hand with the dishes at the end of the evening. Perfect. Okay, next, number 3, Julio, could you do that one?
Okay, number 3. I didn't need to take a taxi to the airport because my flatmate offered to give me a lift.
Okay, give me a lift. Perfect. Perfect. Give me a lift. Okay, and number 4, Khalid.
Bruce fell off this boat and was unable to swim, but luckily a lifeguard came and saved his life.
Saved his life. Okay.
Saved his life.
So luckily, a lifeguard came.
But luckily.
Saved his life. Saved his life. Okay, excellent. Number 5, Salvatore.
I didn't have much money, so I asked Tom to lend me cash. Some cash.
Perfect. Okay. Number 6, Julio.
Number 6. When I was visiting Paris, an old friend of mine give me an advice for the night.
Okay. How about we do number 3 right here? An old friend of mine put me up.
But me, yes, of course.
Yeah. So
put me up for the night.
Put me up for the night. So you got to stay on his couch or something like that for the night. So, okay. So offering help. So let's read the following offers of help and pay attention to the underlined structures. Abimelech, could you read number 1?
Okay. Do you need any help with that form?
Okay. And Salvatore, can you read number 2?
Can I give you a hand?
Sure. Number 3, Antonio.
I can help you with your homework if you like.
Oh, I would love it if you would do my homework. Okay. Khalid, number 4.
Shall I give you a lift to the station?
Oh, would you please? I don't want to have to pay for a taxi. Okay. Number 5, Julio.
Do you want me to call you a taxi?
Well, I'd prefer that you gave me a lift, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't mind, I prefer to.
Yeah. Number 6, Salvatore. Could you do that one?
Would you like me to help you with this exercise?
Oh, would you? I would be so grateful if you would. So I've just responded to most of you. So let's write offers of help for each of the situations and try to use the most appropriate structure. Okay, so you see an old lady trying to lift a heavy bag. Abimelech, can you? What would you say to this old lady?
Okay. Do you want me to help you with that heavy bag?
Okay. Do you want me to help you with that heavy bag? And she would be very grateful. She'd say, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
Okay. And Khalid, could you do the next one? Your friend wants to buy her favorite film on DVD, but she doesn't have any money on her.
Okay. Okay. Do you want me to lend you some cash
Okay.
to pay your?
Okay. Do you want me to lend you some cash for the DVD? Okay. Now this is fine. We've got two of them. Do you want me? So we've got number 5 down. So let's try to see if we can do some of these others. Do you need any help with that form?
Okay.
Can I give you a hand? I can help you with your homework if you like. Shall I give you a lift to the station, or would you like me to help you with this exercise? Let's see if we can do some other forms. Your teacher says that it's hot in the classroom. You are near a window. Antonio, can you do that one?
Could I open the door?
Okay. Could
The
I?
door, no, the window. Sorry.
Could I open the window? Okay.
The window.
Could I open the window? Okay. That works. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Next one. You are a guest at somebody's house. The phone is ringing, but your host is busy in the kitchen. Julio, what do you say in that respect?
Okay, let me think for a moment. Could I answer the phone?
Okay. Could I answer the phone? Okay. I don't know that this one. Let's try another one instead of could I answer the phone. Let's see if we can get another one. Maybe instead of could I, maybe shall I? Shall I answer the phone? Shall I answer the phone? And your friend says, no, don't do it, don't do it. Okay. Salvatore, the last one. Your friend is visiting your town, but all the hotels are fully booked.
Sorry, Holly. Sorry, but maybe here is maybe answering the phone is maybe some private issue. But I think I prefer to. Can I give you my hand in the kitchen or something like this?
Okay, yeah, that's another one. Yeah. Can I give you a hand?
A hand.
A hand. Okay.
Kitchen.
A hand in the kitchen, so you can answer the phone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe it's worked like this. Yeah.
That's another way of seeing it. Yes. Perfect. Thank you very much for bringing that one up. And then Salvatore, next one.
I can put you up in my home if you like it.
Yes, perfect. I can put you up in my home if you would like. And the person,
okay.
if you would like, or if you'd like, the person would say, please, thank you so much. All the hotels are booked. What do you guys prefer when it comes to that? Do you prefer staying with friends or staying at a hotel? So, Salvatore, what do you prefer? Staying with friends or staying at a hotel?
Oh, if a good friend that I knew him from a long time, I prefer stay with my friend.
Okay, so it depends on who the friend is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Khalid? Which do you prefer, staying with friends or staying with a hotel?
Yes, it depended on the situation. Sometimes when is a close friend to me and maybe I haven't seen him for a long time, maybe I would prefer to stay with him when if he maybe also has a possibility for that. I mean, sometimes maybe he's free to offer that maybe without any mind, or because maybe he's busy with his family or something like this, I will prefer the hotel then. But if he's free or and also he like that, so I will prefer to stay with my friend. But unless that, I will prefer to stay in the hotel.
Yeah. For me, it really depends. So,
Yeah.
as well. So, Julio, how about you? Do you prefer to stay in a hotel, or do you like it to be put up in somebody's home?
Well, it depends. It depends on the, for example, if I gonna be comfortable in the apartment, my friend apartment, or if I don't like to bother someone if I feel that I going to bother my friend. I prefer to stay at the hotel than the apartment.
Okay, and how about you, Antonio? Which do you prefer, staying at your friend's house or staying at a hotel?
It depends on the situation. Also, I think if it's only for very short time, 1 or 2 days, perhaps I'll go to my friend's house. But if it's a long time, I would prefer a hotel, because I think it's a very complicated situation, you know, for my friend, for the privacy of my friend. You know?
Okay. Now, in English, we might say it this way. So, if for a long stay, you prefer to stay at a hotel because you don't want to wear out your welcome. And that's a way of saying you don't want to lose your friend. So, so I don't. You might say this. I don't want to wear out my welcome. Where the friend says, "Oh, you can stay as long as you want," but you feel, well, if I stay too long, then they will start to resent me, or they will start to feel uncomfortable, and so you don't stay very long. Yeah. So we use the statement to wear out. Actually, it's to wear out one's welcome.
Thank you for the expression.
Yeah. I'm coming up with a lot more idioms today than I usually do, aren't I, Khalid? Yesterday, the last class, I think I came up with 3 right in a row. So, All right, let's go on. Accepting and refusing. Okay, so one thing that's really important in English is to be able to accept accept someone's help and refuse someone's help in the correct way, so that you do not offend anyone. So we've got some words that we would use and some phrases. We've got appreciate, kind, manage, myself, right, and trouble. So let's see if we can put these in their correct place. So, oh, Abimelech's not here. Okay, so Antonio, could you do the first one? Thanks.
Yes.
That's very
kind of you.
kind of you. Perfect. Kind of you. Okay, Julio, could you do the next one?
The next one, just please, if it's not too much trouble.
Yes. Perfect. If it's not too much trouble, yes. It's not too much trouble, please. Okay, and Khalid, next one.
Thanks very much. I would appreciate that.
I would appreciate that. Perfect. Or I'd appreciate that. Perfect. Now refusing. Salvatore, can you do that one?
No thanks, it's all right.
It's all right. No thanks, it's all right. And the next one, Khalid, could you do that one?
No thanks, I think I can manage.
Manage, okay. And then Julio.
Thanks very much, but I can do it myself.
Myself, okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Now there are cultures where people don't say thank you as much as we do in the English-speaking culture. I don't know if your cultures are like that, but the two countries that I lived in, when I was in Korea, it was not common to get off a bus and say thank you, or to get out of a taxi and say thank you, or to really actually thank any service people. Is that similar in your country?
In our countries, we usually say thanks even for, for taxi, for any service. You should appreciate that. Just to say thanks, but I think it's better to deal with people, because he provides you the service, even with the money, not the free. That time is, of course, if the service is very bad, maybe sometimes you cannot say thanks.
Yeah.
But if the service will, then you will give the money and then say thank you, bye, something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So that's very similar to the American culture, but I was very surprised when I was told, oh, you don't need to say thank you to these people. It's their job. So is it how's it like in Italy? What is the thank you culture like? When do you say thank you?
Yes, we use to say thank you when someone give me or other people a hand, or when people helped you, and we say to say thank you, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for this.
Okay. And how about in Spain, Antonio?
Yes, in my case, in Spain, we say thank you to everybody, independently if they are their job or no. I think it's a manner of you can show your education, or your polite manners, your polite way of being.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And Julio, how about in Colombia?
Well, we always say thank you for everything in order to show respect. It's
Okay.
very common here.
Yeah. Yeah, and when I was in Finland, they also said thank you for pretty much everything. But one of the differences between the American way of showing thanks and the Finnish way of showing thanks was in the U.S. We, let's say for example, if we were invited to someone's home, we usually you walk in the door and you say thank you for your invitation. Throughout the evening, you continue saying thank you when you have the opportunity. In Finland, because of the way their language is, they are completely direct and they say what they mean and they mean what they say. So it's only necessary to say thank you one time. And that was a complete different thinking than I think most of us. And so when I was in Finland, we had to teach the students that when you're in another country to say thanks more than once. So that was interesting for me as well. All right, let's go on. So let's work in pairs. Take turns to read the offers of help you. Okay, you wrote down in exercise 3. Reply to each other. Each offer by accepting or refusing. So let's go back to exercise 3.
Sorry, Ali. Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me, Ali. Could you repeat what manage? What does manage mean?
Manage.
Yes.
Where's manage? Oh, this one. Okay. Thanks, I can manage. All right. On this one, when you say no thanks, I think I can manage. In this respect, another way of saying this is no thanks. I think I can do it myself.
Okay.
So that's what it means there. Thank you for asking. I'm sorry for not asking if everybody understood. So. Okay, so what we're going to do is role play these. Role play this. So let's start with Khalid. Khalid, can you? Khalid, you can be the person who's offering, and Salvatore, could you be an older man trying to lift a heavy bag? Okay.
Okay. So I will offer the thing to Jolly, and he will refuse or accept it, right?
Yeah, to Salvatore. Yeah.
Salvatore, okay.
Yeah, and you can refuse or accept.
Okay, Salvatore, do you want me to help you with that heavy bag?
Thanks. That's very kind of you. I appreciate. I would appreciate.
Very good, very good. So you added things that's very kind of you, and I'd appreciate that. So that's very good. Okay, now Salvatore, you be the person offering to lend cash, and Antonio, you can accept or reject. Accept or refuse.
Okay, Antonio. Do you want some cash to pay your rent?
Thanks for that, but I can manage by myself. I can manage, but I think I can manage.
Yeah. Okay. And you can also say I can manage by myself as well.
By myself, yeah.
That's what you were wanting to say. You can say that I can manage by myself. Okay. Okay, and now Antonio.
Yes.
Bear with me a moment. I typed out wrong, and being the perfectionist that I am. Nicola, did you hear that? Being the perfectionist that I am, I couldn't leave it. Okay, so Julio is your teacher, and you are the student, and you can offer something, and and Julio, you can reject it or refuse it or accept it.
So, Julio, could you open the window?
Or could I open the window? Or maybe in this one we could do shall I open the window? Or should I open the window?
Should I open the window?
Yeah, thanks. That's very kind of you.
Okay, excellent. All right, and now Julio, you are the guest at someone's house, and Khalid, you are the host. So Julio, you can. So the phone is ringing. Ring, 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 ring.
Would you mind if I answer the phone?
Thanks. I can manage myself, or I can do it by myself.
Okay, excellent. All right, now Khalid, you are you have a friend visit. No, wait a minute. Salvatore, you have a friend visiting, and Khalid is your friend visiting, but he can't get into a hotel. So what are you going to say to him?
Khaled, would you put sorry, one moment, please. Khaled, I can put you up in my home for this night if you would like.
Okay.
That is very kind if you don't mind.
And then he would say, not at all, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay. So if someone says, thanks for your help, what can you say? Let's cross out the incorrect alternative. Of course, this being a PDF, I can't cross it out, but so if somebody says, thanks for your help, at number 1, which one would you say? That's okay or that's fine? Antonio, which would you say?
That's okay.
Perfect. Okay. And number 2, Julio, thanks for your help. What is your response on number 2?
Sorry. What did you say? I didn't hear it very well.
I said thanks for your help. So the response is on number 2, but one is correct and one is not. How would you respond?
Okay, it's my pleasure.
My pleasure. Excellent. Pleasure. Okay. And Khalid, number 3, thanks for your help.
Thanks for your help. Anytime.
Anytime. Okay. All right. And Salvatore, thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it. Very, very good. Okay. Question for you guys on text speak or IM speak. If somebody says TY, if they type in TY, what does that mean?
Thank you.
Thank you. And what does YW mean?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
You're welcome. Just checking on that one. So, okay. So let's. It looks like
Yes.
for once. Yes.
Is there any way to respond to this kind of question? No, not at all. Is also
Not at all.
not at all.
If it was in English, it's old-fashioned. I don't hear that very often, and it's usually from non-native speakers of English.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's really correct.
when I started to learn English in my childhood, I learned not at all to respond to thank you.
Oh, really? Not at all. Yeah,
Not
no,
at all.
it's not you. I do recall that it was probably a phrase, and now keep in mind I'm American, so if it might still be British English, but I never hear this from a native speaker, only from non-native speakers. So
It's the more common is you're welcome.
you're welcome is the most common.
The most
And then the next one would be my pleasure. So the other ones, of course, anytime, don't mention it. All those are fine. That's okay sounds very strange to me, but that's British. So, but
Yeah, I think it's a British item. They use maybe sometimes. If you check the dictionary, you will find it's one of the items to polite people. Thanks.
And between the British and the Americans, the British are a lot more polite and a lot more formal. Americans are
more formal.
Yeah, Americans are informal, and so we do not use as many polite phrases as much as the British do.
That's why I prefer the American people. I mean,
that's not why.
To be honest, especially in the learning or in the, you need some people is more open, and the formal people sometimes feel boring for me. But I mean, when I visited United States last year. I find the people is very, very, very open, and the culture is open culture, and you can talk with anybody in the street, in the hotels. They're very open. It's very good. Yeah.
I mean, you do meet people, Americans who are not open, and like it's funny because my sister she doesn't really like to talk to strangers at all, and she's my twins, and I will talk to anybody, anywhere, anytime, and so I have struck up conversations with people who, like one time I was at a Walmart about 4 years ago, and I just started talking to this lady, and it turns out that she was doing the same thing that my sister was doing, and
Holly, just can
my
I
sister
ask
and
you
her became friends. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because I think it's your twin is not because there's two kinds of twin, right? It's the similar one, which is exactly the same, and there's another twin is they came from different.
There's identical.
Identical, identical.
And there's fraternal.
Okay, which one? I mean, you are. Which kind?
I'll show you a picture of us, and then.
Not identical, right?
Well, we are fraternal, but
that's why I'm asking you, because if you are identical, I think even in behavior you should be not different.
We are fraternal, but. Do you see? This is my mom right here, but do you see how similar we are?
Yes, strong similarity. Yes.
Yeah.
It's like identical. Yeah.
Yeah. So many people think that we are identical twins.
Yes, but she seems like is maybe, older than you in the age, in the picture, especially.
Yeah. Could you tell which one she was?
You are in the right, maybe.
I'm the what?
Okay, I see you. Okay, this one is pink you maybe.
I'm in the pink, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because she is 8 minutes younger than me.
Okay, but it seems like more than 2 years or 8 years younger.
Well, actually, when
younger, I mean older. Sorry.
Yeah,
you are younger.
I've had at least 3 times where people have thought she was my mom.
Okay. And to be honest, you all look like pretty than her.
Yeah. So anyway, but I've totally networked for her just because I have no problem talking to people and she does. So anyway,
Yeah, okay.
so as far as we have just a few minutes left, and we are pretty much done with this. Do you guys have any other questions about any of the phrases or anything, or we can do some free conversation?
So, teacher, I would
Yes.
like to ask, what is the more formal or the most polite form of accepting, or for example, when you say you're welcome, or what is the more formal or
Okay, the accepting and refusing. On this one, I would say that the most a polite one would be thanks very much. I would appreciate that instead of I'd.
is the more formal, no?
That's a more formal. That's
Mhm.
more formal, and but all of these are very polite.
Mhm.
And the reason I say that this is more formal is because you have the thanks very much instead of just a thanks. Or so this is more formal, but they're all polite. And for this one,
And when you respond to a thank you,
mhm.
you're welcome, or don't mention it. What is the more formal or more polite?
You're welcome is the most common.
Mhm.
It is you're welcome's the most common, and I would say that it is probably the most polite as well. Don't mention it is basically I don't think there's really any one that is more formal or more more polite than any of the others. So
It's the
that,
same, no? All
yeah.
of them are very polite or formal.
They're all of these on here. They're all very polite. There are some you know some things that native speakers say that probably are not as polite, but I can't think of any right now. So all right. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and everyone have a great day. I'm heading to bed since it's that time. It's 2 a.m. So have a great day,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
Bye.
you.
Bye,
Have
everyone.
a
Thank you.
good day.
Bye.
Bye.